We did it! Yay! We're back on the internet. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Rookzer0. Welcome back to the Drawcast. This is the viewer suggestion today, so we are hanging out. Oh, good. Everything stopped. Why is everything broken? There we go. It's push-up day, as well as the viewer suggestion day, so we'll see. You know, maybe it's not push-up day. I kind of don't want it to be a push-up day. I do want it, though. Ooh, decisions. Decisions, decisions, decisions. You know, that's how it be sometimes. But welcome back, everybody. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm hanging out in the Discord. There's a whole bunch of people in here today, which is awesome. I'm in the voice channel chat if you'd like to type there, or we're on YouTube. We're hanging out on YouTube. We're gonna draw some suggestions that people suggest. We're gonna do some D&D stuff, hopefully. I hope it's all D&D based. That is the normal prompt. Draw a piece of paper. So yeah, if you have a D&D character you'd like to see us draw today, I'm with, I believe, Blues Druid is in here with me. Give us a prompt. Ooh, we got Mr. Jonas as well. Jonas Hips over at on Twitch. You should check that out. I need to put links down below. David, yay, streaming hype. I miss all the emotes. Yeah. Where's my draw glove? I used to not have one of these. One of the weird like two finger gloves. And I was like, yeah, I don't need that. That's dumb. And then I got one, and now every time I don't have it on, it's just like, oh, what's happening? What's wrong with my hand? Turns out I was torturing myself quite a bit by making my Cintiq all gross. I'm gonna warm up with a rugby. So, Sticker Mule has come crawling back with their special deals that they said they were never going to do again, and they're $5 more a month. And it's just like, that's not super bad, but still frustrating. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that anymore. Stickers are a thing. Bri, thank you very much for the... Yeah. Do I want to do push-ups today? I should do push-ups today, I think. I'm doing push-ups today. We'll do the ×2 bonus, so I'll do some 40 push-ups to warm up the morning. A goblin arachnomancer. All right, I like that. Thank you, Daniel. That is a great suggestion. Brian, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Okie dokie. 1, 3, 4, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 2, 3, 4, 30. The first 20 were really fast. The next 10 were not. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. This chair that I'm now sitting in because my other chair broke is itself has been broken. Back when I had access to a welding studio and my chair broke, I decided, oh fuck, I'll just weld it back together. The thing I didn't think about is that it was a pressurized piston. And my welding was bad, so it got way too hot and I broke the piston. So luckily it broke on the safety valve. No harm, no foul. But this chair is perpetually all the way down. And it no longer goes up. So I have a collection of broken chairs that apparently I have a few friends that have extra chairs. So I'd like to grab one of those today or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. But if you hear a lot of clicking, that's what that is. So yeah. Bride, do you have a suggestion for the draw today? Who else we got here? We got Mr. Jonas. I love sock puppet rugby. It's just so funny. Water Genasi. Corvus! How many Genasis have we drawn for you now? or a Pixie Swashbuckler. Your choice. I'll put them both down, so if someone else wants to grab the other one. Pixie Swashbuckler. How are you doing today, Corvus? Hope you're doing well. How is it that we all have different versions of rugby? They're all so vastly different. People do want to hang out and hear the chat. Feel free to join the Discord. My media player has stopped, even though I asked it to play the entirety of my music catalog. Hold on one second. Not enough Genasi. Running over Raptor. I missed a couple of these, but I'm once again asking for a Quagoth, demonic sorcerer Quagoth. Am I filling out like a book? Are you writing a book about Quagoth? And I'm just slowly filling out the... If you are, and like, no shade. Just curious. Draconic Sorcerer. Yeah, I just want my name plastered on every page. And then King Quagoth was like, go check out Rookzer0. He's cool. He's on YouTube and Twitch right now. He draws some pretty cool shit. Too hot. It's been very hot lately. 1 second real quick. Boop. I'm going to try to figure out why this music isn't playing. And then... So it just added that one song. I want to add all of them. Got some pretty sweet music from Will Savino. Check out his Patreon page. It's pretty awesome. He makes some dope-ass shit for D&D. You son of a bitch. Music. Folder. Please wait. Why please wait? Drag items here. Okay, we got it. I figured it out after the 4th time of trying. Grab all of this. Boom. Boom. We did it. All right. Fuck yeah. Here we go. Is that playing? It says please wait. I'm going to assume that's going to play. I'm going to shrink that down. Nope, Quagoth is just my favorite. That's cool. I'm fine with that. Live streaming art. There we go. How about a mimic fortune teller? Well, that's against the rules, but we haven't drawn a mimic in a long time, so I'm fine with it. Let's do it. Mimic fortune teller. Hope everybody can hear the music. Hope that's good. All right, cool. If that's too loud, please let me know. Do check out Will's stuff, though, over on Roll20. I think it's Roll20 music. No, it's Music D20. Music D20. This is just a fortune teller. Yeah, it's just, we're going to draw a fortune teller, and we'll figure out how to make it a mimic in the future. Alright, so what's the first one? We got a Goblin Arachnomancer. Yeah, the Quagoth are pretty weird. We've been drawing quite a few of those recently, which is good. I like that we have things to draw. Let's see, let's do that. I feel like goblins kind of pick their jobs by whatever they put on their heads. Or maybe they just carry around their work with them that way. Ooh, that's cool. That's a really cool sketch. Do you think if a goblin gets bitten enough by spiders, he gains spider powers? Or do they have to be bitten over multiple generations? Is that how the aquatic goblins show up? Oh, do people make all the weird goblins? Because we got fire goblins, we got water goblins, like merfolk goblins, monkey goblins. I think there's even like ice goblins. So I assumed if they just, you know, if you light a goblin on fire and it doesn't die eventually, it just becomes the new norm. And then their children are born on fire. Or maybe it's just evolution. They breed so fast that they can adapt to anything in like the course of a few generations, which is a handful of months. If you don't deal with them right away. 10 minutes in, earliest I've ever been. Nice. Welcome, King. Yeah, we had a little bit of a late start today, but that's okay. We had some hardware issues with my chair trying to explode. Well, I say trying. My chair did explode. It's done, skis. Which I probably could have spent more time yesterday trying to epoxy it. I hashed the job up a little bit because I was in a rush. Do you guys remember the weird spider cultist from Diablo 3? I don't know if anybody ever played Diablo 3. There was a character. At one point in time, you have to go fight a giant spider. Like that's a thing. Don't worry about that. But as you're descending into the spider nest, there's a guy at the beginning of the cave. He's like, "Ah, she'll save us all. I love her so much." And he's just talking about this giant spider. And you're like, "All right, whatever, old man." You walk by him, and then later you find him in the cave, and sometimes he's just dead. Other times he's like screaming that he's been chosen, and then other times he's like, "Ah!" and you click on him and he explodes into spiders. So it's completely random. Completely random. The first time I didn't notice that, and then like the third or fourth time I ever played that dungeon, he exploded into spiders, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening?" Super good. I mean, it's a really weird like passing thing. It's not important to the story at all. It's just whether or not you get attacked by 10 tiny spiders. Which in Diablo, that's pretty much like normal day. So you just push the same buttons and everything turns out fine. I remember why I hate this chair now. It's perpetually leaning back, so I'm just like curved. Oh! That was a lot of spine pops. That was good. I have to be very vigilant about my posture today. I don't know why I made this guy so aloof. Just like, whatever. You have a spider on your head? Yeah, it's fine. I hope Sierra's not around. She would not like this. Because I'm going to make the spider touch his face. Spider check. tiny bits. Oh, that was interesting. What is going on? What's happening here? It's playing like 5 seconds of the songs and then stopping. Please wait. Okay. Alright, well, music is not working. Oh. Cool. Okay, play. Can I play all? Can I just do that? Clear list. Oh boy. Well, cool. That didn't work. So maybe no music today. Sorry about that, everybody. I will try to make that work in the future. I'm not sure what's going on here. Do go check out Will's stuff, though. It's neat. Is he going to be wearing spiderweb loincloth or like Drow Loth Priestess? I was going to just make him wear a spider. He's going to wear a spider on his head. And then his clothes is going to be spiders. The cobwebs actually sound like a pretty cool idea. Maybe I should have done that. But I don't want to go too detailed on this anyhow. So spiderwebs are a pain in the butt to draw. You know, we could do like a spiderweb sash. We could do that. I've drawn enough Spider-Man stuff that I think I could make some fake spiderweb. These aren't even his pinchers. He's just got another spider in his mouth. What, a goblin with a spider in its mouth? That's the thing that's the turn-off point for you? I was on board until now. Now I'm out. Keeping live things in your mouth. Got it. What if it's a bunch of spiders in a dead goblin? What if it's just a colony of spiders animating this goblin with web? That's less creepier to you? Okay, so the one in his mouth is just like the Gundam pilot. just piloting the goblin kaiju. Him do something like this. And we'll give him the Spider-Man hands, because why not? Because that would be funny. Because that'd be funny. Whip, whip. Maybe we'll even give him the Spider-Man mask. Let's do that. Inverted Spider-Man mask. Hell yeah. Spider Goblin does whatever Spider Goblin goes. Is he a goblin? Probably is. Spiders are riding on his head. Look out. Here comes the Spider Goblin. This looks like a bee. Looks like I've drawn a bee on his head. Way too fuzzy. So it's not really a goblin, but an awkward spider colony. Yeah, stealing that. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, if you want to steal my Diablo 3 idea, the Diablo definitely did first before I did. Go right ahead. I was doing a hive mind campaign, not a hive mind, but a hive warrior campaign, where my team was getting attacked by all the giant bugs, and then people started exploding into because the eggs were hatching and it would kill people. And one of my party members got infected, and they're like, "That's not good." And the cleric was basically like, "I instantly cast cure disease," and I'm like, "Technically, this is a disease. I don't know what happens." I'm like, what? It's like, well, the thing was in you, and then you cured it. It's still there, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how this works. How do you get rid of spider eggs stuck in your head? Do you just have them forever? Do they dissolve? It's creepy. I don't like it. I didn't want to think about it, so we just kind of glossed over it and kept going. Magic! Swarmkeeper spider. That is disguised as a goblin. Exactly, yeah. I think that's the way to do it. Can I get a Thark Barbarian? Thark are four-armed green men raised from the John Carter of Mars series. That's not D&D, but we can make that work, I think. That's fair. Since you're doing a barbarian, I think custom race, that's kind of cool. Thark! I might need pictures, though. Or I can just do a four-armed green... crap, what are they called? Yeah. Why are there tusks on the outside, though? That's the thing that weirds me out. They're basically horns. They're not tusks. They just have face horns. Barbarian. Barbarian. I'm going to stop with this weird spider goblin. I think that's tortured my mind enough. Yeah, I honestly feel like their design is kind of all over the place. It is a little... Oh, okay. Water Genasi Bard. I guess you're doing the Pixie, so I should probably go to the next one, which is the Draconic Sorcerer Quagoth. That's fine. Jonas, you're allowed to do whatever you want. I'm gonna scroll up back to the Quagoth because that's cool. I like that like super sloped head. I might draw this real quick and see how my brain do. Just gonna do a quick study here and see where this goes. I like the prominent jaw. That's pretty sweet. A little bit of an underbite. And to the nose. I like how the eyes are like way over here though. I think that's probably my favorite part. Thomas Yeats? What does Thomas Yeat? Pictures of Tharks? Fair enough. Yates? Thomas Yates? Man, don't come to me for stuff dealing with language. Yeah. I think I'm okay with a lot of pronunciation because I mean, when it's not a word that I can't read, right? They tusk because their teeth that sprout from the jawbone. They're also not covered in horn enamel. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. They are still tusks. No, I have a King's Advisor, you've been challenged. Are they canines? Apparently that matters for tusks. I don't know. I don't know how this works. What was I saying? Oh, I have a lot of language. I've studied a lot of different languages very briefly through my life. And because of that, I have a pretty good sense of like when a word is like the base root of it. So I can generally figure out how the pronunciation is supposed to be based on what, like where it's from. But the problem is I didn't learn enough of any of them to like be fluent in any of them, and I think it actually hurt my ability to speak English. Because I have too many tiny rules just like garbled into my head. Okay. Draconic Sorcerer Quagoth. I feel like if we do that, they're going to be a little more draconic, so I'm going to give them some like horns up here. Really sharp jaw. Oh, I've drawn I've drawn a derpy version of the Ice King from Game of Thrones. How dare you not let me through this wall? So bad. the Ice King from Adventure Time is always derpy regardless. Poor Simon. That was a great story. They did such a good job. And then they just shat the bed on most everything else. Oof, oof, oof. That's a bad eyeball. They just have such long snoots. That's the weird part of it. I got that snoot. I really did like Adventure Time. Hello, Jack. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Scroll back down to the voice channel chat. I didn't see the John Carter movie. Is that supposed to be based off of like the really old novels, or was this a new thing? Because I swear there was an old like. Okay, cool. Yeah, I only know about those books because of Lovecraft Country, I think, which is really bad. Gotcha. Made me think of Flash Gordon, which I would not be surprised if was the inspiration for. Kind of like turn of the century space adventures. I'm doing well. How about you? Doing great. That's good to hear. I'm doing pretty good. How would I run Ratfolk, Ranger, Paladin, Tower Shield build? Blah, 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 blah. How would you run? I assume you're talking about hiding with full cover behind a Tower Shield so that you can just shoot people. That's basically it. You get the proficiency with Tower Shields, you carry it around until combat starts, you slam it into the ground, and then you have cover and you shoot from cover. I will straight up tell you as a DM who has ran this and a player who has run this, hide behind the barbarian, you're going to get the same effect. I think that's better because I really think the two things that I always see happening with it. I'm gonna draw Ratfolk. I'm gonna write that down, by the way. Ratfolk. Ratfolk Ranger. The two issues that I run into all the time when people are trying to do this thing is that they're assuming that if you use your turn to hide behind a Tower Shield again, you get sneak attack again because the people can't see you. That is technically correct. in a vacuum in like a hallway. So if you can find a hallway to where when you put down the tower shield and you set it up, you can completely conceal yourself and people cannot get an angle on you. Yeah, you can just hide there behind cover and just can shoot shit every turn. I think that's fine. That's totally legit. But one, I do think you need proficiency to be able to set up the tower shield properly. And that includes if you're a small rat folk, can you even carry a large tower shield? Or a medium-sized tower shield? Because if it's a tower shield just for you, that's, it's dubious. It's dubious. Funny story. John Carter of Mars could have been the first animated feature-length movie, but writers and directors got into an argument, and it was never made. Then Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs came out. Bummer. That's funny. That's really funny. Yeah, Bride, the crossbow shield. I think the crossbow shield is a much more viable option than the tower shield build. Because if you're spending your turn to set up a tower shield, and then hiding, that's 2 turns. And then shooting, you've now spent 3 turns shooting 1 time, and then you have to spend your bonus action to hide, and then you shoot, bonus action to hide, shoot, bonus action to hide, versus having a tower shield where you can move, and you just get like +2 AC bonus, or +1 AC bonus. I think that's kind of cool. All right, how do I make this Draconic? We'll give him a little wings, I guess. Little dragon wings. Yeah, the things you want to talk to your DM about, because like I said, it's a legit thing. Like I totally think it's fine. If you want to spend your turn setting up, you're just hunkered into that spot, because then it's also going to take a turn for you to like pick the shield up and go. Something they don't talk about a lot of people just kind of gloss over is your like weapon sets, right? So some video games have it to where you have like 1 or 2 weapon sets you can do. But most of the time, D&D allows you to, as your part of your movement action, you can draw your weapons. And so going into combat, that's why the surprise round is so important, because people haven't drawn their weapons yet. They're not threatening you. They can't defend themselves properly. So if you're carrying around a towered shield, your first turn, you're using part of your movement to have the tower shield out. You slam that down, and now on your next turn, you have to use your movement to draw your bow. Cool, like I'm fine with that. Like, but then if you need to move the shield, you have to spend your part of your movement putting away your weapons, picking up your shield, moving the shield, putting the shield out. Like now you've gotten to like 3 or 4 different movement actions in one action, and it kind of starts getting a little funny and feeling a little weird, especially if you're like, I pick it up, move it over here, put it down, hide, and then shoot. It's like someone just saw you move that shield. They're expecting you to shoot from it at this point. So I think once you shoot from behind the shield, you either need to something has to happen to allow you to regain your sneak attack damage if that's what you're doing. Otherwise, if you only want it for cover, I think it's totally legit, because you could do the same thing with like a barbarian who has the shield down and is moving it for you. And then you're just like, I'm going to take cover behind the barbarian or the fighter. Like, I think that's super legit. That's a great team comp. And I would definitely allow that. So, yeah. That was a lot. I'm sorry. But I hope that answered some of your questions. Especially with the rat folk, because the rat folk can hide within people that they designate as part of their pack. So if you get the rat folk feats from Pathfinder that allow you to like just stack up on the fighter with a shield, you can just move with him in his square, and he always gives you cover, and that's super cool. You can't see them. For the soul knife, I'm pretty sure they have to be visible. Yeah. Look that up for me, because I think with the soul knife it says you can attack somebody you can see. Yeah, but you still have to be able to see them. Okay. So, let's talk about this. So, your question was, what if you could summon a soul knife from somewhere else to hit them? Yes. Like, first off, if you can see somebody to attack them, you're not in full cover. So, if you're spending your turn to take full cover behind a shield, or you're using your movement to hunker behind the shield, that's fine. You still have to pop your head out to see them to attack them. If you do that, I would say, once again, half cover. Because my normal response, because I've done this a few times, to this is if a whole bunch of people see a shield get slammed down and someone gets shot from there, or they see a shield just like advance itself forward, somebody with a ranged weapon or a spell is going to go, I'm going to wait until something sticks its head out and shoot it. So as soon as you poke your head out, you now have half cover, and all the attacks of opportunity go off on you. Like, that's generally how I counter that tactic. And sometimes players will use that same anti-tactic as well, because I've definitely thrown kobolds with tower shields at people. But you're saying with a soul knife is the attack's coming from a different direction. One, you still have to look. So if you poke your head out, you might take attacks of opportunity, and then you do that. That's a very good distraction tactic. And I would say that if you do that successfully, they look away and you hide, and then once again you've regained your sneak attack. If that's what you're doing. I think I keep thinking of that because the last time my friend did this, he was a rogue, and so he would slam down the tower shield. One of my friends was a fighter. Would slam down a tower shield. The rogue would jump out of stealth, dive into the shield, stealth again, and then he would have to either move or do something like this where he would, distract them so that he could hide again in the same spot. Who's the second person drawing? I love how they're drawing muscles. I believe that's Jonas. Jonas Hips over on Twitch. He's hanging out with us today in the Discord. Feel free to check him out. Really cool stuff. Really, really cool stuff. Really, really good, sexy lizard ladies. I don't remember what we talked about that the other day. So that's the first part of it. The first part of it, yes, as a distractionary tactic, I love it. I love it. Absolutely do it all the time. There's a whole bunch. Hold on. Homing strikes lets you roll a psychic energy die and add the result to your attack roll. Oh, this is the whole thing for. That's part of it. So, can I? Let me finish real quick, Jonas. So the second part of it is, if you want to do it to the effect where you don't have to see them, you're attacking them blind, and you have a disadvantage. That's fine. And then from that, yeah, you can once again try to use it as a distraction tactic to have yourself hide. Or at least get their attention off of you so that they don't shoot you in the face when you pop your head out. That's how I would rule it. What do you got, Jonas? And I don't have you on voice today, so if you want me to reiterate, let me know. It's a weird tactic that has popped up a lot in Pathfinder. It doesn't happen so often in D&D because no tower shields. And this is one of the reasons that I think D&D removed it. Yeah, sneak attack is a lot easier in D&D. With Pathfinder, it's harder to get your sneak attack damage, but if you do, you basically get it on every single attack. So people are always trying to find ways to I hide behind a shield and I sneak attack, and then at the end of their turn, they just and then I hide again. It's like you hide in the same spot. You just duck behind the shield and you assume you're hidden. It's like, okay. Technically they can't see me. It's like, well, technically you're right. Let's see how that plays out. So it is not an uncommon trope to do, especially in Pathfinder. Yeah, that's some super Naruto shit right there. So with the psionic blade, you're talking about you throw the psionic blade and then you teleport to it as a bonus action. Okay, yeah. So it's basically a Misty Step, but as a class ability. That's pretty cool. I like that. But that is totally a Naruto move. That is totally a Naruto move. Yeah, the more we look at the Soul Knife, it's like, oh, this is just fucking ninjas, and I love it. Totally excited for it. I don't know how to make this Quagoth Draconic besides giving him like dragon scales and shit. Any ideas, people? I mean, he's supposed to be a dragon sorcerer, so maybe we need to give him some robes. Ooh, yeah, we can do dragon eyes. And I think I've turned him into Killer Croc, is what it looks like now. What do you know? Killer Croc is just a Draconic Quagoth. Yeah, why are you making fun of my skin, yo? It's like, dang, Batman. I think I have read that too, yeah. Fire. You just make him on fire. My Draconic bloodline lets me be on fire. Give him a tongue. Ugh. Chain necklace with a Draconic symbol. But what's a Draconic symbol? Let's give him robes. I think that's what we got to do. Well, he's a sorcerer. He's not a wizard. We could give him a wizard hat though. This is just getting weirder and weirder. Weirder and weirder. Sorry, Druid. I hope I didn't take your spot. Ah, Research Rabbit Hole. It's a good place to be. I assume Tharks. Ooh, cool. Okay, I'm excited to see what you come up with, Druid. That'll be awesome. D&D Beyond. What if your rogue had blind sight? That's funny. Gold runes embedded in the skin. Yeah, we can do some like some tattoo stuff. That'd be fun. Oh yeah, those books were kind of strange. I started looking into them after I started reading because there's a lot of cool fantasy art for them. Yeah. All right, and then for the last part. I'm gonna stop there, I think. Mimic Fortune. Nice. So they had swords and nuclear bullets. Great. All right, what are we at? Mimic Fortune Teller. Do I want to do this as a... Nope, I'm doing it. So we're gonna do the... So we have a tent. We have a fortune teller tent. Right, that's what I kept thinking of every time you guys were talking about it. Which would not surprise me if that was where that came from. Put a little stool here. I haven't even gotten to the fortune teller yet. Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm betting that's why. I bet that's the original inspiration came from the John Carter. Thanks. Okay, so we got a stool. We got an orb. I'm gonna put an eyeball in the orb. Because we all know that's what makes a mimic, is hidden eyeballs. And then we're going to put a very poorly constructed fortune teller in the background. Yeah, like right along the edge. Like real car. Yeah, exactly. Here we go. I really like the idea that mimics, the more complex a mimic gets, the easier it is to discern what it is. So if you wanted to do something like this, unless it's like a bajillion years old and it's level 40 and it's just going to eat the whole party, it should definitely look really bad. So it's just like, is that a puppet? It's like, I don't know. I can't tell. Like, is it? Maybe it's a joke. Maybe the fortune teller is a puppet. That makes total sense, right? Like, let's go check out that puppet fortune teller. I'm not a puppet. Is that puppet made out of flesh? It's not the weirdest carnival we've been to. Yeah, Skinwalker Druid, I don't know. I wasn't going to say it. I wrote it down. You're not supposed to talk about Skinwalkers. The movie was made of veterans of the American Civil War roughly around 1870s, I believe. That makes sense. Dumbfounded you've never been to a carnival? Yeah. What's today's stream? Rick, today, welcome. We are doing the viewer suggestion. So if you have a D&D character you want to see drawn, let us know. Look up Boris Vallejo. He's the master of sword and sorcery art, in my opinion. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, amusement parks are... Well, is it like a permanent thing, or do they move it? That doesn't count. Yeah. Perfect technique. What's today's stream? Yeah. Thank you, Rudy, by the way. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Frazetta's kind of the Mac Daddy of fantasy art for me, too. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the thing. Like, if you go to a carnival, it's like, you're either there for the food, which is not great, or you're there for the, like, the carnival games, which are, once again, not great. It's just, like, they're fun, though. I think they're interesting. Yeah, it's definitely one of those, like, hey, let's go spend $30. Let's do it. Like, let's just... But I'm not a big crowds person. But when I was little, right, yeah, no, sorry. When I was little, I really liked going to carnivals to see like all the like art stalls. And stalls that just sell like garbage and little trinkets, but they're all like handmade things and everything like that. And mostly what I ever went to for carnivals was either Dairy Days, which was... I don't know if you guys knew this, but a couple of my aunts were the Dairy Queen. So that's an actual thing that happens. Or I would be going to the state fair. So normally what it was is a county fair or a state fair. Is basically what those were. And so a lot of my family and cousins were there showing off cattle and sheep and stuff. Or a rodeo. And I was just like, I wasn't into it. So I would just wander around the carnival games and stuff. Yeah, it was fun. I like those kind of things. I don't do it anymore. I haven't been to one in a long time, but it's a fun way to just kill an afternoon or a weekend. Way before the internet. Give this a little more teeth. Maybe put some more eyes in here. I feel like all of this would just lead to more, like a little sign that's just like definitely not a mimic. But you'd walk up to it and you'd be like, wait, is this fortune teller for real? And then all the eyes would look at you and you're like, that was pretty weirdly mystical. All right, what do you got, eye wizard? and then it would just eat you. And then it would just hang out. And then you see your friend walk up. Your fortune, you will disappear and go on a grand adventure. Nyomp. And then they're gone. And they're like, holy shit. Do we try this now? Do we follow them in there? War Forge Necromancer. I like that. You don't want to draw a War Forge Necromancer? That's a good question. I don't know. That's fair. Wherever you want it, man. Is that for the game? You want to turn it into a token? Yeah, I might do that for episode 2. I might just start updating the tokens and use that as the animation for episode 2 and 3. So I might do that myself if you don't mind, but otherwise we can just use what you have there. And it can be black and white, that's fine. I don't like weapons on tokens, I've discovered. Sure, that's fine. Alright, there's the fortune teller mimic. I hope that's okay. It's kind of a rough sketch, but it's funny to me. I think the eyes need to be googlier. That's really good, Jonas. I think it looks great. I don't know if it could be a D&D, but an orangutan as a sorcerer. Yeah, you can do like a. There's a. What is it? There is a giant orangutan. In D&D, there is one. I think it's not the Monkey King. It's the Gorilla King. Oh, I don't know. You got to go watch the Venara video. The Venara video has a whole bunch of information about those things. I don't know what a War Forge Necromancer would look like. I don't think anybody else does. Where are we at? We're on Thark. Okay, here we go. Oh, Druid's already. Yeah, draw a Necron. That's kind of what I was thinking. Super long body. I will be right back. I'm going to take a quick break ski. BRB, why did my music stop? That's another great question. Did it actually start? Oh, that's right. I remember it broke now. Yeah? Yeah, you gonna work? Play. It's not working at all. I can't even play the music anymore. That's super strange. Well, oh well. I'll be right back, everybody. Give me a minute. 1 second. I just about ate shit. I came back to my chair and I tried to grab the arm that wasn't there because it's a different chair, and I just like almost flung myself across the room. It was great. Thanks to the fortune teller, looks great. There is an Orango Pendak. Orang Pendak? Yeah, I don't know what that is. Is that? Oh, that's the picture. Okay. Thark became one of my favorite fantasy sci-fi races because it has fun way to say that. Tharks. Yeah, I think, is it Badalkin? That doesn't seem quite right. What's the blue Magic the Gathering race? Is it? Okay. Yeah, they can have 4 arms. So I definitely think you could skin one of them pretty easily. Yeah, the one that mutate themselves. Right, and I know of them before because of the Magic the Gathering. Were they? Okay. The Dalkins might have been water people. Simics, there we go. Actually, the Simics might just be like a guild of Vidalkins. Yeah. Howdy, howdy. How are you doing today? Yeah. They are traditionally blue magic card, a blue magic card race, and so they go with blue black, or sorry, blue white, and I think just blue green. I think it's Simic. Is there somebody? Is it okay? Gotcha. You don't, yeah, no, that would make sense because there's a handful of wizards in the Is It Guild, and yeah, I think the Isits are a lot more humans generally, but humans and goblin wizards. Yep, get some weirds in there. WYRD weirds. Yeah, weirds are just, I think they are just elementals, but they're usually magic elementals. Water weirds, yeah. Skip Cat, what's wrong? You've been fed twice. What? Yeah, what? You guys hear this? You guys hear this? Unsatiable moo cat? Can you not hear him? Hold on. Yeah? What? He's insatiable. I don't know what he wants. Yep, he just wants attention. It doesn't matter. Turn my microphone down. Skip Cat doesn't like meow. He just goes meh, 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 meh. Yeah, he's always a moo cat. Yeah, Skip Cat will do a weird thing at night, like after we go to bed. He'll pick up toys and he'll just wander around the house just like ah! It's really unsettling. It's like, what is happening right now? Just screaming wildly into whatever toy he has. And then if you like get up to see what's going on, he drops it and he's like, I don't know what that was. It was me. I'm like, okay. Yeah, he's like, oh, did you hear that? That was crazy, right? Background for the War Forge Necromancer. Former party member watches as his party is slain by the insert monster and now fascinated by death. Oh no. He travels killing villages inhabitants. Okay, so he's become a monster himself. So he's a murderous necromancer. A death machine, if you will. Did I mention that he's shaped like a car? I was trying to make a what was that movie called? Deathstroke? Is that? No, that's not it. Yeah, the car just goes around killing people. Gary, the 16-year-old car who gets made fun of at school until it decides to kill everybody with psychic powers. Spoiler alert. Kind of. Except the government gives him psychic powers. For no reason. Mo. Mo? What? What? Alright, I'll be back. Hold on. I'm back. Here we go. I've lost the picture of the... God, I feel like this chair is just going to fall over at any moment. If Dalcor's still around, I might come pick this up. No, he's not. Okay. Might go get that chair a little later. Yep. This is unacceptable as a replicator. Do they have ears? I'm gonna give them spider eyes because I don't know what they look like from the jaw up. Spiders? That is terrifying. Just gonna assume Druid knows what the hell he's doing. Because I want to follow the Vidalkins, just give them like huge eyeballs. I just don't know what the ears look like. Do they have ears? Are they eared creatures? No ears? Ah, gross! Freaking things that I've spent lots of time practicing. Shoulders. I love drawing shoulders. I love drawing hips. And I like drawing ears. Everything else, I'm like, I don't really need that. Get rid of everything else. Gotcha. Oh, wow, that's way more. That's way less nose than I had anticipated. Gore the God? I have no idea what that is, Inferno. that helps me none. Please tell me what this is, though. It sounds awesome. Is that from Marvel? Gore the God Butcher. That sounds like somebody Thor would fight. Alright, there we go. It's starting to come back to me now. Is that the guy that sends out the weird metal bug plague? Okay, well. Gore. Okay. I think Druid and his Stark drawing. That is not what I thought that was. Someone said weird, and then I read King Advisor saying I like the Druid and his Stark drawing. I like Druid and his Stark drawing. Somebody likes your Stark drawing, but I also said weird, and then I blended it in. Druid, the YouTube chat is trash talking you. they're not. No, they love it. Okay, I have seen that image before. Jonas says that if anybody throws... Wait, nope, I screwed that up. I'm blending the conversations together now, and it's screwing with my head. Druid, everybody loves your stuff. Jonas will fight you if you say otherwise. Not you, Druid. He's going to fight the chat. It actually would be funnier if yeah, if people keep trash talking you, I'm gonna fight you. Is Gark the is he the same race? Is he a Corbinite by chance? Okay. Because I always thought it was funny that, like, the Corbinites, I think it's Corbinites, it might be Corvinites. I think it's Corbinites, though. They look like this. Well, they look like this. They're like, hey, how's it going? And then they have eyes. And they're like, we should use all of our superpowers, or all of our super technology, and make someone that, like, looks really cool. And so they made Beta Ray Bill, who apparently when you supercharge these guys looks like this. And it's just like that's not the same face. Like, what have you done? Why did you turn him into a horse demon? Because horses are terrifying. I do like Beta Ray Bill, though. Beta Ray Bill is pretty awesome. He's basically Captain America, but from space, and also a horse. Space Horse Captain America. Put that together in your head however you want. That's what it looks like. Oh yeah, no, Beta Ray Bill is super cool. For those of you who don't know anything about Beta Ray Bill, his face was on the arena monument in Ragnarok, in Thor Ragnarok. But what happens is the Corbinites' planet is basically getting destroyed. So they all go into hypersleep except for Beta Ray Bill, who they basically like just inject all the technology they have into this one guy. And so he's supposed to be like the guardian of his entire race. And he bumps into Thor and tries to fight Thor because Thor's just, an asshole. And then all of a sudden, when Thor starts fighting him, Beta Ray Bill picks up Mjolnir and kicks the shit out of Thor with it. And he's like, the fuck is going on? That's not fair. But it's yeah. So Beta Ray Bill is supposed to be basically the Thor equivalency for his people. And so they end up making him Stormbreaker, which is the axe that... Or is it Stormbreaker? It might be another one. Yeah, in the comics. But it's much smaller. It's actually slightly smaller than than Mjolnir. But they build him his own hammer so that he can defend his people, which I think is really cool. Yeah, that's what I was saying. His face is on the tower in Ragnarok, if you guys want to see what he looks like. But he does just look like a weird horse skull dude. It's very strange. It's a very strange design. But it's pretty cool. I like it. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, his people look very much just like high cheekboned, no nosed generic aliens. They're just like, oh my, that's weird. And then when they juice him with all the stuff, he does get this weird elongated, like no lipped horse face. And he's just like, and I think that was, yeah, I think part of the idea was that he does just look terrifying, and that's why Thor was like, Jesus, like, I'm gonna fight you, demon. And he's like, I'm a good guy. I'm Superman. Yeah. They do become best buds, and like he gets a little Thor helmet and Thor armor. He's basically just like horse Thor. Yeah, I really like him. I really like Beta Ray Bill. He's just fucking terrifying to look at. Beta Ray Bill is the goat. The chat is chat in the room, right? Except he's just like, he's super. He's not super chill. He's just super. If he's the better Thor, that's the thing. Like, Thor is super cocky and like sure of himself. Beta Ray Bill is like, I will defend my people and my friends. Like, he is the perfect Thor, and Thor's kind of like, damn it, kind of jealous of him all the time, and I love it. I love it. All right, that was the Thrak. We're gonna draw the Ratfolk Ranger. Beta Ray Bill has achieved a level of perfection that makes him unsettling to look at. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I highly recommend checking out Beta Ray Bill. Yeah, at one point in one of the comics, like, I think one of the things that I love the most about him is like, he and Thor had to fight, and he refused to fight Thor, and he just let Thor beat the living shit out of him. That's who Beta Ray Bill is. He's just like, I won't do it. I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. He's just like, he's 100% like lawful good, and yeah, exactly, right, exactly. He is like the embodiment of Captain America and Thor mixed together, and I really like it. But he looks just horrifically demonic and scary, and that's what makes it, like, that's the juxtaposition that I think makes the character kind of interesting. People don't think he's worthwhile. He's the best possible outcome of lawful good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it. That's Beta Ray Bill. Ah! Freaking. Yep. Yeah, he's got the mohawk and everything. Beta Ray Bill's pretty awesome. the Night Elf mohawk. Miss T, there's no such thing. I'm Mr. T, and I'm a Night Elf mohawk. Nice. Looks good. This is Druid's representation of Tharks from his memory and research from the old ones. The old illustrations. So cool. I like it. Thank you. Yeah, that has nothing to do with morality. I mean, look at... Sorry, I'm not Mormon enough for you? I can't. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know about that. There's a lot of skinny dipping in the South. Just saying. I know South people. Yeah. If Conan can be naked, then you're good to go. This rat folks is just beefy as fuck. I don't know if that's my intent. Hold on a second. Let's change this. Alright. Do they make metal sporks? I assume they do. What time is it? What time is it here? 12:35. Okay, we got one. We got a Skinwalker Druid, a War Forge Necromancer, and an Orangutan Sorcerer. And I think we'll probably call it a day. Okay, Druid says, King Druid says that there will be a copy of it in the Discord and draw. If you would like a copy of it, and you are very, very welcome. Glad you enjoyed it. Give him a little thing. I'll give him crossbow bolts here, a little pouch. I don't know how I'm going to draw a Skinwalker. I feel like that's against my religion, and I probably shouldn't do it. I probably shouldn't. Shit. It's just a deer staring at you through the door. It's like, get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Alright, we're not... Oh no. Somebody's called a reckoning on Jonas. Let's not do that. It's too... Weird. Okay, there is... I think we're going to call that one good. Say, Rat Folk with a Tower Shield. Rat Folk Ranger with a Tower Shield. We'll give him a nice little tunic. Beta Ray! I have to do that. Every time people talk about Beta Ray Bill, I have to just yell Beta Ray. Beta Ray! Love it. He stole the musket. He has a musket, the Rat Folk Ranger. Well, why does he have a crossbow then? Bring it. Well, I wanted to give him a crossbow. Everybody remember to share the YouTube. Oh, there's a new video out, by the way. I don't know if people saw that or not. A why you should play fighter video. Please share that with your friends. Like, comment, subscribe on it. Trying to get to 6,000 subscribers. We're real close. I'd like to get to 60,000, but you know, that's fine. I mean, all of you, just everybody share this with 1,000 people. We'll get there in no time. I am also open for commissions. That is correct. If you'd like to get something commissioned and you want to get it like a full thing open, you can either go check out the Fiverr page, which I don't know if I put a link to the Fiverr page in the YouTube chat. I should probably do that. Or you can contact me directly on the Discord. I am also now making custom tokens. Those are a little cheaper than the full-on commissions because I usually only do like a portrait. Yeah, those are optionals. So please let me know if you would like to get one of those or you want to set up a commission via Fiverr. That is open. That helps us with the channel. And, yeah. Crossbow musket hybrid. Dear God, it's a musket that shoots crossbow bolts. Yeah, bowcaster. Just a little bowcaster. I think we're good there. Give him. Right? If you hit 6K, does that mean that each of us just needs to source 10 YouTube subs for you? Is there 10 of us here right now? Oh yeah, if we hit... Yep. If we get every subscriber to get 10 more friends, then I can retire. It'll be great. Well, retire and do YouTube permanently. Right now, I gotta do way more commissions. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna draw a druid, and we're not gonna talk about what he is. Did someone just say Digimon? I thought someone just said Digimon. That was really weird. War Forge Necromancer. Well, someone suggested this, and even though I'm superstitious about skinwalkers, I will draw something that is cool. And by the Necromonster. Yep. Yep, the Necrocrafts are always good. Aren't the Necromongers the weird thing from Chronicle of Riddick? Yeah, okay. Fun fact, I have never drank Gatorade, Kool-Aid, and I have never eaten at Wendy's, Five Guys, Popeyes, Taco Bell, or Papa John's. Interesting. I've never eaten at a Popeyes. Five Guys is great. Orangutan Sorcerer. Yeah, but you got the pixie drawn. I see you trying to get to Corvus. Get out of here. Fair enough. That's true. I will tell you what. After this, I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'm going to go, and we're going to do this again on Twitch. And everyone, if you have another suggestion for Twitch, you're very welcome to follow along. And and do that. Play with the soundboards, throw money at me, you know. That's how we do. Shut up and take my money. Well, except the other way around. Shut up and give me money. Necromech. Did someone say necromech? Prepare the necromech. Sounds like the... What's the Mechanic? Is that his name from He-Man? The guy with the... Is it Mecha Man or is it Who's this dude from He-Man? Hold on, I can draw him real quick. This guy. I think it's Mechanic. I'm pretty sure it's Mechanic. I always thought it was really funny that he... Yes! The guy... Who did you think I was talking about? Weird. Is that a Skinwalker or a Wendigo? Sure, why not? We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it. Okay, it is Mechanic. Good. I'm not losing my marbles. People don't know what that is. I don't think there was. I think it was just a source. I think it was just a orangutan sorcerer. I don't know if there was a specific one. The Stilts Man. Yeah. It was pretty early on. A ring pendex? That sounds like something that happens to your appendix. Gotcha. Gotcha. I always thought it was really funny that gorillas and orangutans were just people for a while. like people just like, there's some just weird dude out in the forest. He is huge. He will murder you. And they're like, oh, that's an orangutan. It's like, no. It's great. I think that's how it should be. Like, people just like myth and legend, and then it's like, oh, it's a completely different species. It's like, oh shit. I think orangutan means forest people, because people just assumed they were. Yeah. Orangutan. All right, there we go. That's the scary. I'm gonna add more dark blood, scary cloth stuff. Person of the forest. Yep. And Tang, meaning flavored orange drink. I don't know what I'm doing here. So tall. That's true. Yeah, anyone can be a list of He-Man Masters Universe characters. Mimics can be things that shouldn't be mimics, like a puppy mimic. Yeah, but a puppy mimic is a puppy. I think that's the thing that I want to get across with mimics. Is that, yeah, they can look like anything, but they should be real dumb. Like, they are not smart. Well, I mean, they're just a step up from gelatinous cubes. So, yeah, but ancient mimics can be anything. And if they turn into puppies, they're wasting their time. Yes, they're weighing... Okay, I'm not going to get into this. We're not going to talk about mimics. It's fucking stupid. It makes me mad. Mimics can be anything. Great. Fucking let them be anything then. Like, end of conversation. Anything's a mimic, everything's a mimic. I'll go fuck yourselves. Lazy writing is what it is. It's lazy writing. Sorcerer is just a wizard without a hat. Facts. True facts about wizards. Does hat? No, not a wizard. Not a wizard. So salty. I want to get like a skull in here. I just want it to be Necroforge. I want there to be this. Yeah, 100%. $100%. Seriously though, if you haven't checked out the new fighter video, definitely check that out. I had a lot of fun making it. Hopefully have a new one out this Friday as well. An arrow mimic. Why? What is the point? Also, shooting anything out of a bow at that velocity probably kill it. Like okay, I have a new idea. Bigger. first. Bigger. Built on a skull. So it's a skull mask on a skull. That's kind of weird, I guess. Don't talk about mimics. Talk to mimics to bribe them. The puppy's face is vestigial. Jesus. Mimic masks. I don't understand. Don't understand. This is why mimics are banned from the viewer suggestion. Yeah. So okay, so I'm gonna get the shape here that I want for the rib cage, and then I'm gonna make it an actual rib cage. That's my plan. I'm gonna give him the stringy, weird shoulder muscles. And then an actual rib cage. That's what we're doing here. Bring it. I feel like if you were I feel like a War Forge Necromancer is basically just like a reverse lich. Instead of trying to use magic to become immortal, the Warforged starts using people to become immortal since it started out with magic. Like, I must fuse the people's bodies with my body and become organic. Or maybe they're trying to maybe they're trying to achieve death. Wait, that's the plot to Bicentennial Man, isn't it? Trying to become a real boy so they can achieve death. That's kind of morbid. But yeah, I think that is Bicentennial Man. So. Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing about like at a point where robots are so, I mean, I guess that's Blade Runner. That's the Blade Runner argument. It's like when things become so close to humans that you can't tell the difference, or at what point is you not being able to tell the difference make it matter? Like, when does it matter? So, because like Warforged are very much human shaped, but they're not. They're not human. It's easy to tell that. But all of a sudden, if you can be healed, it's like, ho, 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 ho. Am I still a construct if I have people parts? Ship of Theseus. Rat Folk, Swarmer, one Ranger, one Warrior, one Tower Shield. Would it work as they're separate characters in the same square? Yeah, I think so. I think that's a really good combo, Jack. The only downside to it is that basically the fighter just stands there and blocks. And so there have been a few people I've played with that like, can I play 2 Rat Folk? And it's like, yeah, sure, I guess, but like, and then it's usually to do that kind of thing where they're trying to cheese the game. Which is fine. Like I said, it's fine. It's, if you just want to be artillery, great. But then all of a sudden, people are way up front killing all the townsfolk, and you're like, hey, stop that. And they're like, shut up, you're way over there, and then they just start killing people again. Like, you're eventually gonna have to. It's eventually gonna break down. But it's definitely a viable strategy. I mean, I think that could be a lot of fun. Yeah, it's just really it's nothing you couldn't do with two different players. You just have to take into account that there's two characters, right? Like, oh, our turns are all screwed up. It's like, well, just have one person wait until your initiative is up, and then have them act second. Like, that's not hard. It takes setup. That's all it really takes. It just takes setup. And if that's how you want to play D&D, you know, find a DM that's cool with it. I had a friend play a fighter, rat folk, and a was it? No, it might have been an alchemist and a wizard, I think. And they would just like trap people in goo and then blow them up. It was pretty funny. It was good. It was a good team. But yeah, the fighter wizard combo is really good too, because you just have the wizard hide behind the shield. Something I've done in the past with that though is like if two people are in the same square, and someone attacks, you basically flip a coin, and then whoever loses the flip takes the attack. Because even if a fighter's like, I want to take all the damage, it's like, so you're foregoing your blocking, you're just going to take the damage. Like, I'd allow that every time. If you just want to keep standing in the way of stuff, but that's something I really like hero points for, which D&D doesn't really have the hero point system. But I like that kind of stuff. Like, can I use my hero point to jump in the way of that lightning bolt? It's like, sure. I allow that. I think this is going pretty good. I think I'm about done with this, though. What if his head is just, like, open? I don't need no brains. It's just got like a flame. A soul flame just burning out from the back of his head. And it's like, I'm controlling this necro body now. That took a weird turn, but there you go. It's fantasy Krang. Give a little wiggly arms. Human ribcage used for human remains? Yeah. I don't know. I mean, to me, it makes a lot of sense to put the brain in the body. I mean, really, right now, it's just like instant death, you know? Tattles. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Just trying to add weird noodly bits. What am I doing, man? All right, so I think the plan, because I'm almost done with this. I think Druid's almost done. I'm not sure. think I am gonna go get a little bit of lunch. I'm not sure what I'm gonna make though. I'm going to be quick. Might just have like a sandwich. Then I'm gonna hop over to Twitch, and we'll do the free draw over there, or the viewer suggestion over there for a little while. And then maybe around 3 o'clock or so, I'll probably go try to get a video edit done, so that we have some sweet new content this week. I think that'll probably be good. That'll be a good productive day. I had a tuna sandwich yesterday for lunch. I don't know if I want to do a tuna sandwich again. Oh, but I could do a tuna salad. That would sound really good. Oh boy. I don't know if people care to hear about my lunch. Is that something people are interested in? What did Rook have for lunch today? Who knows? Food is important. Food is important. War Forged has consciousness. Does that count as human, or does it have to have skin to make it the same level? Depending on what you're talking about, it makes a difference. So in Pathfinder, they're all constructs, which means that they can't be healed by magic because they're just robots. 5e makes the argument that they have some form of soul, and thus healing magic can heal them. So yeah, you gotta kind of make that your choice, I guess. I think, in my mind, I would argue that all things have meaning. So regardless of not having a soul per se, doesn't mean that they don't have worth. So yeah, that got a little philosophical, but I watch a lot of Star Wars. I would argue yes, because like, would cure wounds work on a plant folk? Questionable. Right? I think the thing I always think about with constructs specifically is, consciousness aside, the construct itself, how is it being manipulated by the universe? So I would even argue that you could take a soul and put it into a Warforged construct, like kind of Protoss style, like it becomes the cage. But healing magic would only heal the soul, not the physical body, because it's just metal. It's just dirt. And the magic, where the magic comes from, doesn't have control over that. And I think that's why you have to go back to, like, healing magic is necromancy. Healing magic is manipulation of the human form. So, like, would necrotic damage work on a lock? I don't know. It's kind of all up in the air because they've fiddled with stuff for so long. So if healing magic is just necromancy, then when you walk up to a metal body and you're like, heal, it's like, what the fuck are you trying to do? I don't know what you're trying to do. So yeah, Saren Ray has no power over over repairing robots. But who knows? Maybe a dwarven god would, and that's why things like make whole would work on that. That's why. But then again, like, an undead body can be healed through necrotic energy, because it's manipulation of the body, but are they a person? Are they a construct? It's weird. You can make arguments both ways, and I think you just have to pick one and be consistent. Is that a ghost robot Ghost Rider? Hell yeah. I would kill for some crab meat to stuff the salmon in my fridge right now. I love salmon. It's stuffed with crab meat is amazing. That gross. I could do fish, but then I'd have to thaw it. I don't like crab meat. I don't know what it is. I don't like crab meat. I like butter. Butter's good. Can't eat cream cheese, but I do like it. I do like cream cheese. Cheese is death. Cheese is hours of discomfort and sad days. Eat your cheese while you can before you turn old and your body rejects it. I ate so many mozzarella sticks as a kid. Oh my god, I love mozzarella sticks. All right, I think I'm about done though. I think that's good. I think that is a good place to call it. Thanks again, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the good suggestions. Thanks for making me do push-ups. Yeah. Friday, we will be doing the free draw. Oh, we might not. No, we should do the free draw on Friday. I think that'll be fine. Might play some D&D in the afternoon on Discord. We'll find out. I don't know yet. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. We need to figure out if you will be awake late enough and if Sierra is indeed free or not. I cannot. We got to figure that out. So, and we'll do that after the stream. So, I will go make some food. We'll hang out, and then I will be back on Twitch here in probably 20 minutes, I think, at the latest. If you want to go check that out, definitely do. It's just Rookzer0 on Twitch. That's all I got. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep your dice on the table, and we'll get you next time, everybody. Thanks for watching. Remember to check out the Patreon if you want free, like some sweet stickers and tokens for virtual tabletops, as well as pictures of all of the videos. Yeah. Commissions are open. If you want a character drawn or a monster drawn, let me know. We'll catch you next time. Bye!